Unmanned attack drone was unveiled by the Air Force today in Southern California. The MQ-9 Reaper is faster and more lethal.
It looks like a war zone. It is.
These are state organic assets such as the MQ-9.
Devastation that only fires of this kind could bring about. Nobody's really expecting it, but it happens. We can't avoid a catastrophe, but we can prepare for it, we can recover from it, and we will.
For Cal OES, we're looking at damage assessment for them, helping them to figure out how many structures have been destroyed with the Camp Fire as well as the Woolsey Fire down south. And with that, then they can allocate their resources appropriately. But also, we go out in support of Cal Fire and we provide the perimeter so that they know where the fire currently sits. They can kind of get eyes on maybe what some of the specific fire behavior is in areas and how it's intermixing with the current weather conditions, and that way they can allocate their resources appropriately as well.
I'm issuing an executive order today that will speed up recovery, cut red tape, overcome some regulations and other kind of laws that get in our way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're in a different kind of world. We know that. There are many elements to this. What causes these kind of catastrophes, where people live and how they live and the structures and the changing of the climate.
We've been working there in the Chico to Paradise area, the Camp Fire, and then down south we've been working the Woolsey Fire, however also supporting the Hill Fire since they've somewhat merged there in the Malibu, LA County area.
So we're in for very difficult times. This will never be the same, but I can assure you that everyone in California is going to do their best. So I think now is the time for solidarity and understanding, and let's learn how to do this together in the best way we can.
As a sensor operator, I'm responsible for using the camera attached to the Reaper UAV, as well as the laser that is inside of the camera to guide in weapons, ammunition, and use the camera for collecting intelligence. Some of the challenges, it can be a stressful job if you get into a weapons employment situation or troops in contact when you're watching troops taking fire and you're trying to locate the enemy personnel. The training that goes into being a sensor operator is we went through 6 months of imagery analysis school, and then you get shuttled through aircrew school. My favorite part of the job is the reward you get for helping the guys in the ground, and we're able to provide them information that can prevent them from walking into a bad situation and essentially saving lives. The sensor operator, with the imagery background that we have, we're able to pick out things that look suspicious and provide searches and just pick out key information. Teamwork is essential for the job because the sensor operator doesn't know anything. You need your crew to help make an informed opinion that you can pass along to the guys on the ground, just to give them a better assessment of what you're seeing and give them better intelligence. My last employment that I was able to do, we were overwatching these troops on the ground that were going out on a patrol, and we had eyes on an individual with something covered in a blanket, and we watched him uncover a long cylindrical object and hold it against his shoulder. And since we had radio comms with the troops on the ground, we were able to give them a heads up to take cover, and we saw this individual fire at them, and we ended up being able to engage on this individual. And not only did we take that threat away from them, but we were able to tell them to take cover, and no friendlies were lost that day.